What up, YouTube? It's your boy, DJ Diet Dr. Pepper, taking another sip. Going hard. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different because I have this footage that I put a lot of effort into and never did anything with. So, in order to fill my time, I've decided that I'm going to make a little video out of my Super Metroid RBO run. Here we are, just getting started. Here at the beginning of the game, there's not really too much different going on than what happens in a regular run. Right now, I'm just on the way to get the morph ball. As you can see here, I'm not very good at falling down quickly through this passage. And then I do one of the worst chokes of all time right here. Oh, at least I got the door open. Clean jumps, clean jumps. So again, as you can see, there's not really much different going on yet. There's about to be a little bit of a cool trick going on here in just a second. Right now, just going to pick up the first items. The classic morph ball. You may have heard of it. Don't really do this that clean either. Of course. So this is where things are going to get a little bit different. I'm going to go up the elevator as usual, but then I'm going to have to completely turn around to make the enemies in this area spawn for a nifty little trick that we're about to do. So I'm just going to go through this door, kill all the enemies, and get the room ready for when I come back through, unlock all the doors, because there's a lock in place where all the enemies have to be killed before you can open the doors. So go ahead and get that out of the way, go back through. So essentially, what makes an RBO run different is, so there's a set boss order to a standard Super Metroid run. You'll fight Kraid, then Phantoon, then Dragon, and then Ridley. Then you go to the final area. As the name implies, a reverse boss order run is when you fight Ridley first. So that makes it to where your goal is to get as many items as possible before you face off against Ridley, which we're about to see the start of that right here. The goal right here is to line up this Geemer to where when you jump, it knocks you into the energy tank like that. Pretty proud of the fact I did that first try. Just want to say that. If I remember correctly, your goal is to have about 150 missiles, 35 super missiles, and 30 power bombs before you go and fight Ridley. I think the most interesting thing about this style of playthrough, personally, is it makes you aware of just how open this map is, which is some things, there are some things that happen in this run that'll really show that to you as we go along. Right now we're just working on getting back up to Bomb Torizo. All the doors are already unlocked. I really didn't have to kill all those enemies. Here you can see me absolutely choke a strat that I had just recently learned. Jesus. I almost wonder if it'd be faster to just climb these platforms normally because of how slow I'm doing this. I mean, it could be a lot uglier, but I didn't even have to go back down like that. I could have just hit that platform to the left. Here I try to do another mock ball, fail. You'll get to see the mock ball trick here in a couple minutes. Now again, not really much has changed so far other than that energy tank that we grabbed just a minute ago. Things are about to get a lot different here in a couple minutes though, after this boss fight. It's crazy to think that this boss is such a total pushover, but the first time you play this game, it doesn't really seem like it. Or at least, speaking from the perspective of somebody that played this for the first time when they were about 5, I could never get past this. It took me a few days to kill that boss the first time I played this. And here I am mowing through it in like 20 seconds now. Here's a nifty little trick called the Alcatraz escape. Just wall jump out of here, hit the morph ball. It's a lot harder than it looks, trust me. So this next part that we're about to do is actually very tedious, and I guarantee you I'm probably about to die. If I don't, I'm gonna be shocked. It's been like 6 months since I've watched any of this footage. I do know that I'm about to choke this. So there's a secret area up here that we're trying to get to, and we're trying to pull off an infinite bomb jump in midair to get up there. I'm doing it perfectly fine right now. Watch this. Right here, I had enough height to get over there, and I didn't take it. And then I choked it. And you might be wondering, well, why didn't you edit out the part where you fucked up? Well, the answer to that question is I'm too real. I'm just a real ass motherfucker. So, you know, you should actually respect me for how much I suck at this game. Stop asking questions. I'll get it eventually. And here I am being stubborn, doing it the harder way because I'm like worried about the timing of doing it the right way. Oh, am I gonna get it? Am I gonna get it? It's looking like it. And I choked it. Last fucking second. I really don't know why I was trying to do this from the ground. It's so much easier to pull it off, like, mid-air, laying an early bomb. Nope, good setup, good setup. Nice. Oh my god, dude. Jesus. See, that's the thing about these bomb jumps is like sometimes I'm really good at them and I do it first try, and then sometimes I'm like this and it takes me like 45 minutes just to pull it off. What the heck? Good setup. Oh, I think I'm gonna get it this time. Nice. Now we just need to place a bomb right in this fake wall Missed it. Because of course I did. There we go. So this room that we're about to enter into is incredibly difficult. The acid that's coming out of the floor does very large amounts of damage to you, so you gotta do some tricks to make things work. And you got all these enemies trying to grab you, which also do a large amount of damage. I'll let this segment speak for itself. Oh my god. I don't even remember that. How did that not grab me? Nice. That's a good area for a block to break until a fucking thing grabs you like that. Looks like I got a good distance between me and it now. Ugh. As you can see, man, the timing is really tight in this room. Oh no. No! If I make this, I'm gonna be shocked. The reason we're in here is we're trying to pick up this energy tank right here. And also a couple missile packs. So that gave me a health refill. But the hardest part hasn't even happened yet. So we'll see how this pans out. I might have done this first try. I can't remember. And you can see how fast that acid drains your health. I mean, I went from 99 to 60 in like a half a second. It really puts it into perspective how tricky this room is. Because the game expects you at this point to already be fully powered if you're in this area. You are definitely not supposed to be here right after killing Bomb Torizo. And this might be the part where I die. Oh my god. I'm feeling the stress. Oh, Jesus. It feels like I'm actually playing. God damn. And that was so clean too up until that point. And now we gotta watch me fumble the bomb jump again. You know, I really like those mountains in the background texture. I've never really noticed those until just now. I've also always loved how atmospheric the rain effect here is. Okay, so that didn't take nearly as long that time. I think I get it the second try, but again, I'm going off of 6-month-old memories. My original goal for this actually was going to be making a follow-up video about Super Metroid and how much different this game becomes when you learn how to do these tricks that we're doing right here. But then I started looking into making it also like a history of speedrunning the game, and I think that the project became too ambitious, and I was also really overwhelmed with work and being in a band at the time. I don't really know if I'm capable of adequately explaining everything about this game And I know that I'm not capable of explaining why I love this game because I don't even think that the review I made came close to scratching the surface like I wanted it to. But I do know one thing's for sure. Two things. I want to make this Let's Play out of this run, and I also want to finish making a Let's Play out of this run so that I can delete all of these videos off of my freaking computer because it's taking up like 30 gigabytes on. I have like 100 gigabytes left. But I don't want to lose it because this is the first time I've ever these videos I have of this. It's the first time I've ever completed this kind of run, and you know, as somebody that genuinely, truly loves this game, I'd like to hold on to this video and have a way to access it. You know, and I fucked it up again. Jesus, wasn't having a good day that day, was I? Ooh. So the practice finally caught up with me. Got back on my usual no, I didn't. Still, that's definitely noticeable improvement over my first couple attempts. There we go. And I wasn't scared to go over that time. There's so many times I see myself do bomb jumps and I get far enough up where I could make the movement over, and then I just chicken out and don't do it, and then I have to start all over again because I mess up the rhythm. If I remember correctly, the BPM for the rhythm of the bomb jumps in this is like 140 BPM. And actually, I think that it's... I mean, I don't know how to explain why this matters, but I'm pretty sure it's in 3/4 time. I don't know if it actually works like that, but whenever I'm trying to do bomb jumps to a rhythm, I count it in 3/4, like 1 2 3, 1 2 3, or yeah. But it's hard to explain though, because like I do better when I count it, but most of the time I don't count it like that. Maybe I should get into the habit of doing it. This is pretty clean so far. It's looking good. You know, and the crazy thing is like, this run that I did was incredibly challenging for me, and I didn't even scratch the surface of how intense this category of run actually gets. Because the people that hold like the world record for reverse boss order, they do some insane stuff. It requires a lot more glitches than this. I'm a big fan of this route just because like it mostly stays true to what is actually possible in the game without exploiting like memory leaks. But those glitched runs are just as impressive because they require some very precise timing and understanding, oh my god, of this game. That jumped way too high there. nice. Oh my. Okay. It only took 2 tries that time. Let's see if this is the time where I finally get it. Oh, well, that's a choke if I've ever seen it. Why am I not morphing right here? Yeah, moving forward after this video, I might start cutting where some mistakes are, because it is kind of tedious to just keep watching these. But it really just depends. I might cut things down and kind of make like a super cut where necessary mistakes are shown. I don't know. We'll see how it looks moving forward. That was a nice save. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Oh god, those spikes are like bad. Yes. I think that's the end of it. Definitely want to refill here. I've always wondered if these little platforms with the infinitely spawning enemies were made to be refill stations. In my opinion, they are. So right here is a little bit tricky. I can't remember if I pull it off or not, but you want to fall down perfectly in the center like that so you can get both of these. Oh, God. That was a close call. Oh. That was dangerous. Almost a waste of all that time. Something I realized though when I did this is once I got to Ridley, I realized that you actually don't need nearly that many missiles. Like I probably could have gotten away with not picking those up and been perfectly fine, but I did. So I think what we're on the way to do now is pick up the super missiles, and I'll be able to demonstrate here the technique I was talking about earlier called the mock ball. Let's see, what am I going back for? This is interesting. I have no idea why I'm doing this. Oh, I missed an energy tank. In this room right here, there's an energy tank right by the door. Good thing I remembered that. And one thing I want to make clear watching this, this obviously, as you can see so far, isn't the cleanest run. It also doesn't. I want to make it known that I wasn't really focusing on my time at all. I really just wanted to complete this route, this category, because it's actually something that I had been working on for close to 5 years. I had attempted it at least once every year since around 2017 or 2018. So here I'm trying to do the mock ball. The trick is to morph as soon as you land so that you don't enter a bounce animation. It's pretty close to a frame perfect trick, and basically what it does, as you could see, I was going across a crumbling platform. That trick allows you to keep your running momentum while in morph ball form, because there's a run button in this game. And usually you can't keep that momentum when you turn into morph ball form because there's a bouncing animation. If you can force the game to cancel out the bouncing animation, it allows you to keep running speed while in morph ball form, which allows you to get not only past the crumbling bridge, but also these gates that are closing right here. And this is probably the single most important trick in speedrunning this game and all of the sequence breaks that people know about. Because this allows you to skip an entire boss fight. The boss fight that is in question is normally where you would get super missiles from. I think I actually end up fighting that boss in this run, though, just because it's been a long time since I've fought Spore Spawn, which is the name of the boss. This track really is good. I think I'm about to try to do another trick here. Oh, yeah. So what I'm attempting to do, I don't remember if I pull it off or not. That super missile block that we just made visible, there's a trick to destroying it that I'm trying to pull off right now. There we go, I did it. If you move to the right a certain way, it causes your super missile to have a little bit more distance off screen. So I do end up skipping the boss fight I was talking about. We're going into this area right now backwards. Normally you fall through that shaft at the top of the screen after fighting Spore Spawn, and it brings you to these super missiles, which are supposed to be your first pack. Does that qualify as a glitch? The way that we use to get in here? I mean, in my mind, I would say it does, but at the same time, like, if you really think about it, I mean, obviously it wasn't intentional, but does it count as a glitch if, you know, you're using the weapon that's supposed to be used to break that block? Food for thought. So I think what I'm doing now is I'm on to the next save room, because this is about to be the end of this this part of the video. During this point in time, I was recording gameplay footage before I had to go to work, and usually I didn't get to play for that long because of that. This area right here, I'm embarrassed to admit, stumped me for a long time. That bridge we just ran across, When I was a kid, that was as far as I ever got in this game until I started learning how to look up walkthroughs. It actually has a name nowadays, which is the Noob Bridge. So up here is the spacer beam. I don't know why I did that like that. As you'll see in a second, it widens your beam attack to 3 separate shots. I think it also increases the damage that is dealt by it, if I remember correctly. This is technically a sequence break, getting this right now. I think you're actually supposed to get it after you get high jump boots, but I don't know if I count this as a sequence break because there's no way that the developers didn't know that people were going to wall jump up there. It also just makes a lot more sense to get it the first time you see it rather than waiting until later to get it. Because, well, never mind. You do go back through there later to get to the wrecked ship on a normal run. Now the real question is whether or not I go straight to the save or if I get the high jump boots now. Nope, going straight to the save. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and that will conclude my video on Super Metroid RBO Part 1. Tune in next time for more, and again, thank you for watching.